Did you know that the liver is the only organ that can regenerate itself? I'm going to show you the amazing effects of detoxing your liver today. So, did you know that our liver is responsible for filtering out all of the blood from our body and the toxins from our body? So, by detoxing it, we can improve our overall health and well being. I am Dr. Emily with Enlightened Functional Medicine, and let's talk today about what happens when we clean up our liver with the detox. What effects will we see? So, how do we know if our liver even needs a detox? First of all, right? Well, we may have symptoms such as sluggishness. Maybe you're just fatigued. Maybe you got some pain in your abdomen. Maybe you're an alcohol drinker. You drink a little bit too much wine or beer. Maybe you're a female and you have too much estrogen or you have heavy periods. Or maybe you're a male and you also have too much estrogen and you have man boobs or just fatigue that you're experiencing things. There's many different things that can show and result as symptoms if you need liver issues as well. So maybe you've had some blood work done and your doctor has spoken the terms fatty liver as well. Or maybe you've seen a little bit elevation in some ALT or AST markers in your lab work. Maybe your triglycerides are elevated a little bit, and maybe you've had some sluggish gallbladder issues or your gallbladder is gone. All right, that's a sign that your liver needs some love. Okay, what is a liver detox? First of all, we want to push, kind of like when we get an oil change in a car, we want to replace the bad oil with the good oil so we know things are well oiled and they're working appropriately. So in our body, we need to make sure our body is well working too. It's well oiled. One of the biggest things, our liver makes bile. Okay, bile gets stored in the gallbladder, or if you don't have a gallbladder, just slowly drips. That bile is super important. It's really juicy. It needs to stay liquidy because it eliminates bad things with it. It eliminates hormones, it eliminates toxins. And if we don't have good bile production to begin with, you think we're getting stuff out of our body really good? No. So we need to support the pushing effect of toxins out of the body. We're exposed to a very toxic world, which I'm sure you're aware of. It's toxic in so many ways, but just the chemicals we get exposed to these days versus even 100 years ago is massive. So we need to help the liver push out these toxins, and we can bring in a little support for that. So, what's missing when people talk about a detox? Well, it's a concept of catching that stuff that comes out of the liver. So, it's the catch of it. So, we need a push to push the liver juices out of the body. And we think, oh, we're doing everything right by pushing, pushing, pushing. There's a lot of nutrients, a lot of IV therapies, a lot of different techniques and therapies that help the push component of a detox. But no one ever really talks about the catch component. So we need to make sure all the stuff that's being pushed from the liver into the small intestine gets caught and gets traveled down the pipe and into the toilet. So this catch component is something that people really don't talk about, but fibrous foods are really essential for this piece, as well as other binding agents that I use frequently in my functional medicine practice. So what foods can help you detox? There's some things that you can add in today that will help promote the just the gentle detoxification that we should normally be doing. And the first one is some dandelion root teas. Yes, dandelion root teas. You can find them many places, but that is shown in literature to help support the detoxification pathways of the liver. And what else do I always comment on? Water and minerals. Water, making sure your cells are hydrated inside the cell and outside the cell. And there needs to be a balance between those cell water exchanges. So making sure that we are hydrating properly with minerals to help with that detoxification. There's also something that you can be doing with foods that is not consuming foods can really be helpful for a detox, and that is fasting. So fasting, whether it's just for skipping breakfast, or maybe it's delaying your onset of eating. Maybe you're eating 9 to 5 in the day, or maybe you're going on a couple day fasts with liquids. Any type of fast has been shown to help promote the support of elimination and detoxification. But I also want to express how important it is to hydrate while fasting and remineralize the body while fasting. This is what I do, and this is what I love to coach patients on in my practice. Well, what will happen to you after you detox? You might be thinking, maybe you've done a detox before, or maybe you want to do it again or a different one. There's many different kinds out there. Well, look for these different things to appear. So you probably feel more energetic, a little bit more lighter. Maybe you'll have more regular bowel movements because things are moving cleaner. Maybe your skin is more brighter or your mental clarity is on point. So look for a few of those things when you do detox. Um, but maybe you're looking for a heavier detox. Maybe you're like really wanting to dig in to a detox. And this is where I love working with patients in this manner. I love liposomal delivery products, focusing on the detox pathways. When we look at genetics, when we look at just physiology, we need to see how these pathways are working. Methylation supports and the right binding agents to bring in are super important. Make sure you're working with someone who is trained or contact me to start your personalized detox journey. And I'm going to leave you with, if you want to book a free discovery call to see how I approach detoxification, I welcome you to do so. You can go to my website and my link below to do a free discovery call with me. So I'm Dr. Emily Hecker with Enlightened Functional Medicine, and I hope you have found and learned a few ways to what happens to your liver with a detox and what effects you might see. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already.